Hi all, welcome to Supercoders. So in this tutorial, we are going to work with the React in our e-commerce inventory management system. Earlier we created an API in Django, but right now let's work with the React in our front end. So basically here I'm creating the login and sign up page using ChatGPT and using Material UI in React. Then we will integrate the API which we create in Django for sign up and login. So let's get started and let's work on this tutorial. And also if you are new to channel, please subscribe our channel and please like the video. Now let's get started. Backend and frontend, I open both projects in the VS Code. Let's start the server for Django and also start the React. So click on View, Terminal. Let's start the first Django project. So sending the directory cd backend VNV scripts activate. Then changing the directory again. Now start the server. So cd Ecommerce inventory. So my Django project is running. Now let's start the React project. So again click on new terminal, then running the command. And here you can see our React project is running. Now let's work on our front end project. So open the front end SRC and let's create some directory or you can say folders for our code. Hooks. Basically I'm using this directory hook for creating the custom hooks. Then creating the folder utils for utils method. Then creating pages for pages. And here in pages I'm gonna create auth screen.js and let's create one more page which is home.js file. After that we need to install some dependency or library you can say in React project. So let me install that. So click on new terminal, then changing the directory front end e-commerce inventory. First installing npm install JWT decode. So we can use this library for JWT token data using this JWT decode. Like we are getting the access token from the Django, which is in JWT token. We can decode this token using JWT decode. We need to install React router DOM. We can use this dependency to make pages in React like /home, /example, /cart or any pages, which is React Toastify. We can use this React Toastify to show a message success or error message in the web page. So it is also installed. After that I am going to install Axios. So Axios is the library which we can use to make the API request in our web pages, like fetching the data from server and loading the data from server. We can use Axios. After that clear this. Like we are going to create the page in React MUI. So install the React MUI also. Coming back to browser, here is the installation page of React MUI. So just copy this command, installing React MUI, copy it back to VS Code, paste the command in the React project. So it is installing the MUI, and here is another package which we need to install, which is icon. So install that icon also, copy it back to VS Code, then paste it. So it is also installed. After that we need to create a auth skin and home skin. For home I'm just returning a message. So const home equal to arrow function return h1 home page port default home. Save it. Our home component is ready. Let's work on auth skin. So here I'm using ChatGPT to create our auth skin. So here in ChatGPT I'm going to ask React React MUI sign sign up login page in card having which pages in tab, make it center in body, make it look nice, and having fields in sign up, username, mail, and password. For login, username and password. Enter, and let's see how ChatGPT can create the UI. So just copy this code, come to our Auth screen, paste the code here, and change the app to Auth screen. Copy it, paste it also here. Coming terminal, coming to the node, save it, and right now our Auth screen is ready. Let's link this to our app.js file. So coming app.js file, and here remove all this code. And here I'm going to render the outer DOM. Also, I'm creating one more file, which is layout file. Basically, layout file has all the things like loaders or showing the toast message and everything. So here is showing const layout equal to children return div. I think we don't need div. Instead of it, we can render a empty fragment and children. Export default layout. Save it. Coming to app.js file, adding layout. Save it. Now after that, remove this logo also. Save it. Now after that, create our routes for our pages like home page and sign up and login page. So for that, I'm just going to add const router equal to create browser router, and it must be array, then object path element for slash. I'm going to use auth screen. After that slash home should be home. So here home and auth screen has been imported also. And after that, import this create browser router. So for that, we need to import create browser router from React router DOM. After that, we can simply link this here. So route provider or provider. You can see route provider also imported router equal to router. Now save it and let's check it's gonna work or not. So it is compiled successfully. After that, let's come to Chrome and check it's working or not. So here, if I see, it is showing our page, login and sign up. It is working perfectly. Now let's integrate the API. So what I can do, coming to the inspect, and we are going to integrate the API and the form submission. So first I can come to VS Code and I'm creating a hook for submitting the data to the API. So for that, I'm just creating a hook, API handler dot JS, and here function use API and getting some state. So first const error, set error, use state. So if the API is getting failed, we can set the error here. Let's import this use state which coming from the React. So import use state from React. After that, we need to use another const loading and set loading. So I can set the loading and loading true and false with this method, or we can say this state. by default loading is false. After that, creating a function const call API, then taking the parameters URL, method get, body null, and headers also. Headers also equal to blank array, body also blank array by default. After that, just implement the API code here. For that, we need to install or add the Axios. So import Axios from Axios, which I installed earlier, and here let response equal to null by default. Then here response equal to await, and this method need to be synchronized, so async, because using await here. Axios dot request and pass the URL method data body headers. After that, return the response. But let's surround this code inside the try catch. So try catch error. If there is any error, set error. And here what I can do, set loader true and set loading false. So when the API is calling, it's get true. After calling the API, it get false. After that, response is set it null and set the value, and we can simply return the response. Now after that, return all this data. So what I can do, return call API error loading. So in that way, you can create a hook in React. Basically, React hook can make our work easier, and we can do lots of things using React hook. Now after that, let's import in our Auth screen and use it. So Auth screen, and here Auth screen, login. Let's add some more thing. Here I'm adding form. Also adding form here. After that, let's add some method on submit. Do login. And here for that, on submit, do sign up. Let's create this method. So here, after that, I can use it to here, do login. I can't use it outside this function. After that, we can add event.prevent default, and where to use the use API. So const call API error loading use API, and here I'm gonna call the use API. So let response equal to call API, passing the URL, which is exactly 8000 API. Let's see the exact URL. So coming to the postman, and if you see the sign up URL, it has local host 8000 in URL, and after that auth sign up. So copy this, coming to the VS Code, here API, just paste this. This is the base URL, and auth sign up is the later part. For login, it's for login. Post username, it should be e.target dot, here it should be name equal to username, name equal to password. I can set target dot username dot value password case target dot password. So here target dot password is password name. This one name should be exist. If you can't add name here, then you can't get the value here in the password. e.target dot password. After that, here make it a sync function. So async add await here, await. Let's log the response, console.log response. Same I am doing for sign up. So copy this code, coming here, paste it, and here do sign up. So copy this, do sign up, and here's sign up username, name, password, then email, email.target, e.target.email.value, then profile pic. Profile pic also required in our API. So here I'm just sending a dummy images. I can use a dummy images for sending the profile pic. Save it. If you see the API, coming to the Postman, you see the sign up API, it needs profile pic also. So right now I'm just sending the dummy images. Later we can do what? We can send the image from S3. So back to project. And after that, just simply log the response. That's okay for now. Save it and let's check is it working or not. So back to Chrome, and we are getting some error. Use API is not defined, call API is not defined. So again, coming to the project, and here use API is not defined, it is showing. So here we need to add also use API, and we need to import the use API. So import use API from hook API handler, and I think I didn't export it. Yeah, I didn't export it, so it will not work. Export default use API. Otherwise, you can't access this use API. Now save it. Let's check terminal. There is no error showing. And here we go. It is working now. And after that, let's try to do sign up. So open network tab. Just fill in the form. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Add the gmail.com. Password test 1, 2, 3, 4. Sign up. I think there is some issue. It's not working. Let's see. So if I check the Auth screen, the button must be type submit, otherwise it will not submit the form. Type submit, type submit. Back to Chrome. Let's check again. Try to click on sign up, and I think it is submitting on the same page. So if I see the inspect element, okay, here is the issue. It contains form inside the form. Back to VS Code. Okay, here is the issue. The box component here, it is using the form. So I don't want to use the form. Otherwise it will break the thing. Remove it. Back to Chrome. And here if I see the form, if I see the data, here is the first form for the sign up or login. If I open it again, this is for sign up. Now let's try to login. Login, clear it, sign up page, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, paste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the gmail.com, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click on sign up. It's get break. So why it is getting break? Let's see. Come back to VS Code again and let's see. Okay, here in sign up, I didn't add the name. Okay, username here, email. I added for login but didn't add for sign up. Password. Now save it. Back to Chrome. Let's check it's gonna work or not. Paste 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 gmail.com. Paste 1 2 3 and open network tab. Click on submit. And here we go. It is not breaking right now. If I click on next and if I see network tab, it's only course error. Right now, if you see the address is localhost 3000 and our Django project is running on 8000. So it is both on different domains. Like one has 8000 and one has 3000. So in that way, the API or like browser feature not allowed to access the other origin URLs. So for that, we can use the course to enable it to access that other domain URLs. So for that, we need to do some configuration on our Django project. So let's see how I'm gonna do this thing also. So back to VS Code again. Back to VS Code. So here in backend, just install one library. So first terminate the server, terminate it, then install pip install Django course headers. Enter. After that, it has been installed. Now back to backend again. Open inventory, open project, open settings, and we need to add some changes. First, we need to add the application name, which is course headers. After that, we need to add the middleware. So for that, course headers, dot middleware dot course middleware. We need to add this header. After that, we need to add whitelist domains. So for that, course allowed origins, and we can pass simply localhost 3000, which is our React application. So I allow this host to access this server, save it, again starting the server. Now back to Chrome again and try to hit the API. Back to Chrome, try to hit the API again, sign up, and it's gonna work, but it is showing some error. Let me see. The duplicate entry it is showing. I'm just using different email, sign up, and it's gonna work. You can see sign up is successful and we can get the access token. Now after that, we can save this access token in our local database and we can show a success message and we can show a loader that we are going to implement. So let's implement all these things also. So VS Code again and just close this file, and our in Auth screen, let's write some code. But before that, we need to implement our toast. So for that, come into the layout file and implement toast here. So for implementing toast, first we need to import the toast container. Import toast container from React Toastify. React Toastify. After that, here just add the toast container, and I'm just adding some property. So first is position equal to bottom right. By default, it is showing on top right, but I'm moving to bottom right. Auto close on second. So I'm just adding 3000 second, means 3000 millisecond, which is equal to 30 second. Height progress bar equal to false. After that, adding some margin. So style equal to margin, bottom, 30 pixel. Now save it and let's check is there any error or not. If I check, it is showing toast container was not found in the React toasty file. So let's see, it should be inside like this, not directly. Save it. Now it's gonna work. After that, let's show the toast message. So here, what I can do, if response dot data dot access the local storage dot set item token response dot data dot access else toast dot error sign up failed, and here sign up successfully. Same I'm gonna do with other also, this login part. If it will return me token, then I can say sign up successful. Otherwise, I will show the error. So success login successfully, invalid credential. Here change this to success also. Success. Now save it. After that, toast is coming from the React Toastify, which I say earlier. After that, we need to show the loader. So what I can do, here in the button, loading is true. Then I can show a linear progress loader. Linear progress loader. Else I can show the button. If loading is true, I show a progress bar. Otherwise, I will show a button. Style with 100%. Same doing also here in the sign up component. Loading true, linear progress, else show the button. Save it. Back to Chrome again. Let's check it's gonna work or not. So first sign up. Test x1234 text x1234 @gmail.com using same username password. Sign up, and you can see it is showing loader and it's showing success message. And if I come to the application tab here in local storage, you can see token has been saved. And same if I check with login, try to login. Let's clear this, clear it, try to submit this username password, come to network tab, try to login, and here we go, it is also working. And if I check the application tab, my token has been saved, which is the JWT token. Now after that, we need to redirect the user to home page. So let's see how I can do this. So back to VS Code again, and after that, for redirecting the user, we can simply say we need to use a hook which is navigate. So const navigate equal to use navigate. After that, here sign up successful, simply navigate to the home page. Same here, copy this code, paste in the here, navigate the login, navigate to home page, save it, back to Chrome. After that, let's try again. Simply tapping the username, test x1234, paste it, login, and it is gonna work. You can see I have successfully logged in, and here it is showing the message of sign up login without CSS. So we need to fix that. So for that, back to VS Code again, and here if you see app.js file, here in the code we need to add CSS of the toasty file. So for that, import react toastify distribution react toastify.css. Save it. Again come to Chrome, then coming back to home page, and again try to log in. So test x1234, copy it, paste it, login, and you can see login successful, and I'm getting the message login successfully. So that's gonna work. And if I try to access the URL and adding some wrong user, try to hit login, and I'm getting invalid credential. Now after that, we can do what if the user is logged in, like token is already there in the local storage. I don't want to access this page. I can simply redirect the user to home page. So for that, just see what I'm going to do. So back to VS Code again, and here in the Auth screen, I'm adding a simple logic right now. Later we can change this logic, but for now I'm just using some simple logic. Use effect. So use effect will call one time if we didn't pass any dependency. So what is dependency? Let me show you. If we pass any variables or array or anything in this array, each time if the value of variable change, the use effect will get called. But here, if we didn't pass any value, it will execute one time. So what I can do? If local storage has token, then I can simply redirect to the home page. I add a simple logic. Now save it. Later I will change these things with Redux, but right now I'm just using simple approach. So save it. Now back to Chrome again. Here we need to add the navigate also. So again, const navigate, use navigate. After that, we need to use the use effect. So for that, we need to import it. Just coming from use effect from the React. Save it. Back to Chrome. And if I try to access the home page, and you can see if I try to access the login page, it's redirecting me to home page. So that is also working. So I have simply add a login page, sign up page, and the user is logged in. I can get to the home page. Now I'm gonna add the one last thing, which is protected route. Like if I'm not logged in and try to access this page, then let's see what happened. Let's clear this thing token, and if I have not logged in, even I can access this page. So I need to disable this thing. So for that, just follow me how I'm going to do this thing. So again, come back to VS Code, and here I'm just getting some methods. So what I can do, I'm first getting helper.js and also getting a component protected route.js, and in helper I'm getting a method export const is authenticated, and here what I can check, just see const token equal to local storage get item token, and I'm just checking if not token return false, and we need to parse the token. So try catch error return false and try. I'm just going to parse the token. So cost decoded token equal to JWT decode token. Let's import this JWT decode. So for that, import JWT decode from JWT decode. After that, const current time equal to date dot now divided by 1000. If decoded dot expiry time less than current time, return false, else return true. Or we can make it inline, simply return this logic. It will return true or false. So return this logic only. Instead of writing whole code, return this. So it will return true or false based on this condition. Now save it. Check terminal if there is any error. There is no error. Now after that we need to work with protected route. So come to the protected route, and it is a higher order component. Here we can pass one component and it will return a new component. So let's see how I'm going to do this. So const protected route equal to element return is authenticated. If user is authenticated, I can simply return element. Else I can what? I can simply redirect the user to navigate to slash. Save it. Let's export it. Export default protected route. Save it. Now coming to the app.js file. Here we are passing earlier home. Right now we need to pass it to protected route element home. And here if you see this protected route, you can see it is a component and taking the element as a parameter here, and it is checking authenticated, then return the component home, otherwise it return the navigate to slash. So here we need to close this, save it, and it is showing some error. Export default imported JWT code was not found in the possible export JWT code. Let's see the code. Hyper method. In this way, save it, and here we go. So I will show the example of why it is better to add this way. Like when you are saying export default, you can directly use this way without this way. But some dependency has don't have export default, so we can use this way to access the data or method. Like here, if you see is authenticated, I export only, not default use. And where I use it here, if you see in the protected route, it comes with this method with bracket. So this will come when we use the without default keyword. Then we have to use this way to import in our page. Now save it and let's check it's gonna work or not. Back to Chrome, and here if you see I am trying to access the home page /home, and it is not able to allow me to access the home page. And if I try to log in, test x1234, copy it, paste it, login, and I think there is some error in the login sign up. It is continue redirecting me. There is some page or something is breaking. So what I can say, let's see what is getting break. So coming to the source, again coming to the VS Code, go to the VS Code. Here in the protected route, or for now just return the element. Return the element for now. But I'm gonna check what is actually happening in the is authenticated. It is showing return false when I am logged in. So if I check this condition, decoded token dot spy time less than current time, I think this is wrong. This should be like this. If the decoded token dot spy time is greater than current time, then we can say it is it to be so. Also, let's just print this thing to console.log decoded token. Save it and Also, I think that will work right now. So I think I can undo this code, save it, back to Chrome again, back to Chrome, try to check again, test x1234, copy it, paste it, login, and that is gonna work. You can see it is working now. It is working now. So if I check, if you see this token, I decoded the token. It is type, email, and everything. So I can get the email and the data also. Like if you want to show the username here, so let me see how. So let's see how I'm gonna show the username also here. So back to VS Code again, back to VS Code, and here creating a method, export const get user. Now const token equal to local storage dot get item token. If token is not token, return null. If there is token, decoded token by token and return the decoded token. That's it. After that, let's import this inside home. So first import it, import get user from helper, and here simply show I get user dot username. Now save it and let's check it's gonna work or not. So back to Chrome again, back to Chrome again, and here if you see I'm getting my username. Back to VS Code, and here I cover the topic like how you can create a custom hook to calling the API, how you can create a login screen, and how to implement an API post method to send data to server, how you can create a component with home page and sign up page, how you can protect your route, how you can show the toast messages, and also how you can parse the JWT token, and also I show you how you can course allow in the Django project. So I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please like our video and please subscribe our channel. And if you have any question, please do comment.